ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an exciting night with Alexander County Championship Wrestling. I am Redbeard, and joining me tonight is my co-host, Michael Elliott. Michael, how are you, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. I know you're doing wonderful now that you're sitting in the presence of me. Redbeard, we have 6 huge matches here tonight. Alexander County Championship Wrestling's 3rd anniversary show, the biggest show in ACCW history. And we're going to start things off hot and heavy with the triple threat ladder match for the Appel City Championship. Let's take it to the ring. Oh my God, Redbeard. I thought we were going to start off with a triple threat ladder match, but that is the music of ACCW heavyweight champion Johnny Ryder. We might be getting the main event early, Redbeard.
What is this? Johnny Ryder, as you said, Michael, on the way to the ring. He's the ACCW heavyweight champion this point in time. Folks, we had a big main event planned for you, but we might be getting underway hot and heavy here right now.
Johnny Ryder, the only 2-time ACCW heavyweight champion, one of the most popular stars here in ACCW, but he's facing the number one contender, Cam Jackson. But like you said, it looks like it's about to go down now.
That's what you got to say.
A lot of you folks know I'm a man of few words. So right now, I need Cam Jackson to bring his carcass out here right now.
And Johnny Ryder is wanting his number one contender, Cam Jackson, in the ring right now. Will he answer the call?
Strong words for sure here. Cameron Jackson, Mr. Number 1.
He's ready to take the action to the backwoods and deliver a beating to Cam Jackson now.
Will Cam answer the call here?
I don't see Cameron Jackson backing down from any man, but maybe Johnny Ryder is the one man that he will back down from. And there's the music of number 1 now. Redbeard.
Is he on the... There he is, folks. Showing that he is not scared at all of this challenge from Johnny Ryder.
The charismatic conqueror of independent wrestling is in the building. He's here to face off with the champion now. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you might be getting a main event as the opener.
This is not a curtain jerker by any stretch of the imagination, but my goodness.
This is one of the most anticipated matches in ACCW wrestling history. 2 fan favorites, 2 of the most popular guys in the company going head-to-head for the biggest prize in ACCW, the heavyweight championship.
A lot of our great fans here in attendance looking forward to this one for sure. They're looking forward to a big card of action here with ACCW. Folks, if you have not already, please do consider following us on social media. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook. Oh, Cam Jackson not going to listen to what Johnny Ryder has to say.
How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah! We can do just a little bit better than that. How's everybody doing tonight? If you're in a good mood, let me hear you say, yeah! Yeah! I like it. Hell yeah! Now, Johnny. Do you not forget that last month you punched me in my face? Do it again! So, by common law, that gives me every right to stop the living hell out of you right now! And Johnny, you come out here all loud and proud, living this life, and you can't fool me. My eyes are itching, my nose is running. That's because I'm allergic to bullshit.
Oh, he is allergic to bull something, Redbeard, and Johnny Ryder not liking it.
Look at this. Oh, my God, Michael. What a right hand by Johnny Ryder.
Just laying the number 1 contender out flat on his back.
And now the locker room spilling out here to try and get these men to separate from each other. But Cam is out on the mat, folks. My God.
He's standing tall over his competition later tonight. How is this going to affect the main event, Redbeard?
Cam could have a broken jaw. He could be concussed. Referees are trying to check on him right now, Michael. But my gosh, what in the world is this going to mean for our main event?
The tension is high here this evening. This is the biggest match in ACCW history. Both men feel they should be the champion, and only one man will walk out of here tonight. Thankfully, Cam Jackson is moving and sitting up with Redbeard. This could, like I said, this could change the whole look of the main event later tonight.
Cam's at least upright there, but my goodness, definitely going to be feeling the effects of that no matter what he says.
Well, as we get this situation under control, we're going to toss it to your opening contest that we thought was going to start the show off. The match, the triple threat ladder match for the Apple City Championship with the champion, the one-man riot, Aaron Jones taking on Drew Hollywood Hood and Jacob Ryan. This is a match that a lot of people have been looking forward to. A lot has been going on here with the Apple City Championship, but here comes the man who faced champion Aaron Jones at the last show until Jacob Ryan got involved. Drew Hollywood Hood, the DH&HD show. Be-yow! We talked to him earlier in the day about this triple threat ladder match. Let's hear what he had to say.
Welcome to the DH&HD show featuring professional wrestling and friends. I'm your host, the megastar Drew Hollywood Hood. And with me at this time on this very special evening at ACCW anniversary is Lexington Steel, the ladder that has helped me beat up Aaron Jones for the past couple of months. Now, Lexington, tonight is a big night for us. We're going to ascend the ladder to greatness. We're going to pull down the Apple City Championship. And we are going to see me walk in challenger and walk out champion. It's as simple as that. And why, you may ask, why, you may ask. For those watching in the north, the south, the east, and the west, there is only two things you need to remember. One, success by any means necessary. Isn't that right, Mr. Steele? Secondly, all you have to do is be all. Be everything you always wanted, me.
And there you see it, the guy who almost became the Apple City champion just last month until Jacob Ryan interfered in the match, Redbeard. Could Drew Hood climb that ladder and take that championship down this evening?
He's a brash young man with a lot of talent. We'll see what he's got in store here for this match, though. That ladder tends to even out a lot of talent.
At 6 feet 2 inches, at a slim 215 pounds, from potential, he is the megastar, Hollywood Drew Hood.
Now you hear the intro by our ring announcer, letting everybody know exactly who is in the ring here.
Shut up, Redbeard. That's not our ring announcer. That's Drew Hood's ring announcer, his own very personal ring announcer. Pay attention. This man is a megastar.
He's definitely in HD here now. As we are waiting on our next combatant in this matchup to make their way to ringside. Who's it going to be?
There's Jacob Ryan. He has inserted himself into the Apple City Championship picture by interfering in the match between Drew Hood and Aaron Jones last month. He talked about that to us earlier. Let's hear what he had to say.
You see, ACCW, many of you people wonder why I did what I did last month to Drew Hood and Aaron Jones. It's simple. When I want something, I'm going to take it. And I see the Apple City Championship that Aaron Jones holds. And for me, I don't see him as a worthy champion. I am a superstar, and he is nothing more than a peon. Aaron Jones, you've held that championship with class as much as you can, but you're not me. You're not Jacob Ryan. And Drew Hood, you're just a dumb pretty boy who thinks he's a superstar, but he's not. You call yourself the megastar? No, you're the mega stupid. That's all you are, Drew. And you're just another obstacle in my way tonight, because the real person I want to get to tonight is Aaron. Aaron, I promise you this. Not only am I going to disfigure Drew tonight, but I'm going to take you out of this pro wrestling game once and for all and get that Apple City Championship. And once and for all, there will be a true champion that these Taylorsville trash they can be proud of.
And there's Jacob Ryan in the ring with Drew Hood face to face after last month just running in and interfering in the Apple City Championship match between Drew and champion Aaron Jones. And now He is in this triple threat ladder match with a shot to walk out as Apple City champion here tonight, Redbeard.
It's going to be a hot and heavy contest for sure. We've got two brash young talents here already in the ring. Now let's see who's going to be our third combatant.
It's the one-man riot. Aaron Jones, the two-time Apple City champion here in ACCW, one of the most popular guys on the roster as well. He spoke about this ladder match earlier to us today. Let's hear what he had to say.
ACCW's third anniversary. Everything comes full circle tonight. Because 1 year ago, Aaron Jones stepped foot in an ACCW ring for the very first time. And look at what I've done since. Jacob, you say I'm an unworthy champion. Well, there's a reason I was the first ever Apple City champion, and there's a reason I was the first ever two-time Apple City champion. Now, Drew, we obviously have plenty of history here in ACCW because you've liked to stick your nose in my business since day one, and that's perfectly fine because come tonight, triple threat ladder match for my ACCW Apple City Championship. You two realize that today is the day that you become second best to Aaron Jones.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Apple City Championship that is on the line, hanging, God, Redbeard, what do you say, 12 feet above the ring? One man is going to have to ascend a ladder, take that belt down to be the champion. Will it be Aaron Jones, the current champion, the megastar, Drew Hood, or Jacob Ryan?
Like I said, Michael, that belt is a good 12 feet above the ring there. Even with a ladder, I'd be kind of scared to get up that high. I think one of these guys has got to climb there and string that thing down if they want to be the new Apple City champion.
Well, this match came again, as we said, Jacob Ryan inserted himself into a singles match last month between Drew Hood and Aaron Jones. Aaron, as a fighting champion, challenged both men to this match, and here we are. And
look at that.
Oh, be-yow it. He just told Jacob Ryan to be-yow it.
Delivering a straight kick to Jacob Ryan there is DH and HD.
And now we are down to the two men that were in the ring last month, face to face.
Oh, pie face. Oh, but look at that right hand.
The champion not taking too kind to it here. And we are all hot and heavy. Oh, a big bicycle kick right to the face.
Aaron Jones not wasting any time here, trying to take out HD as quick as he can here. Delayed vertical suplex, very impressive maneuver here.
It's going to be DH and 4K here. I think that's what Aaron Jones wants.
I think he might have gone down to 1080p there in that particular maneuver, but Aaron Jones in command here early on in this contest, trying to wear down this man so he can go outside and get some height advantage with a ladder. But now look, both men scrambling, and
they're
Aaron
looking
Jones
for the ladder. They realize they could fight all they want. They have to ascend the ladder, get the title. That is the only way to win this match and be the Apple City champion.
Jones there, instead of finding a ladder, initially found Jacob Ryan out there and gave him a right hand for his pleasure.
Oh, he
Look
has
at that.
a step stool.
I don't think that's going to help too much.
Size doesn't matter, they say. At least that's what the ladies say.
Well,
don't you know about all that,
I think
Redbeard?
that's kind of a lie, but
You know all about how size doesn't matter, right?
well, I'm 6'3" and going on 300 pounds.
What
so
does that have to do? What are you talking about?
I don't know, but Aaron Jones is talking about delivering a ladder into the teeth of Drew Hood there.
And I think the champion is going to test the
What
theory
in
that
the
size
world?
doesn't matter when it comes to ladders, at least, and he's going to try to get the championship.
Let's see what kind of vertical leap he's got here. I don't
Not
think that's going to work.
close enough.
Not quite there.
That's not going to cut it.
Now, DH and HD is delivering some boots, just putting down Aaron Jones.
He shouldn't have wasted time with a step stool, and now he's paying for that mistake. DH and HD is going to make him pay for that mistake. This is not a kid that you want to mess around
Now,
with.
with that height advantage, he might be able to jump up there and get that thing, Michael.
Now, I'm sure Drew Hood in his life has heard size doesn't matter many, many times. But we're
comes
going to
Jake-
find out right now. He looks like he could get it if he stands up straight.
Jacob Ryan, though, is
Keeps
in the
his
ring.
balance.
Look at that. He can actually put his fingers on that thing.
He can't keep his balance. I don't think he's going to keep it much longer.
Jacob
The spear
Ryan,
off
spear.
the step stool. Now Jacob Ryan, will he test the step stool out?
I think he's going to try and take HD out of this matchup here before he does anything else. Tosses him into the front row.
Hey, I have to give him credit. That's a smart maneuver. Oh,
Jacob
the
Ryan,
step stool's seen better days, I believe.
Jacob Ryan definitely showing some veteran ring awareness there and trying to get HD out of the way. But he's still got to deal with Aaron Jones and that bigger ladder. Now what are we going to have here, Michael?
We're going to have a face-off between two guys who absolutely hate each other.
Just back and forth with these slaps, and now a good old-fashioned hockey fight here is broken out.
And again, both, not surprised that we don't see Jacob Ryan and Drew Hood working together to take the champion out. They both hate Aaron Jones with a passion, and obviously both want to win the championship as well.
Oh, look at that. Just tossing that little ladder there as a projectile. My goodness.
Oh, no. What's the champion going to do?
Aaron Jones telling people to get out of the way.
Here he goes. Nope.
Oh, thought better of that one there, did he?
He didn't want to pull Brie Bell out, I don't think. But taking his time and deciding not to do that cost him, as Jacob Ryan cuts him off and is now putting the boots to him on the floor.
Well, we appreciate our fans here, and definitely getting a ringside seat here is all your money's worth at these ACCW shows.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, to win this match, one of these three men will have to climb a ladder. Oh, chair shot right to the spine. But again, they're going to have to climb the ladder to become the Apple City champion and take that title.
I think even as we saw there, even with the height advantage that Drew Hood had a moment ago.
Smile for the camera. Smile for your mama, Aaron Jones.
Oh, God.
As Jacob, oh, wait a minute.
Fighting him off is Aaron Jones. Oh, wow.
And making Jacob Ryan pay for his mistake of pandering to the camera.
But as you were saying a moment ago there, Michael, even with Drew Hood's height advantage, he's still going to have to get on one of those bigger ladders to pull that.
Well, look,
that,
wait,
belt
he's in the
down.
ring alone by himself.
They don't see him.
He could easily climb that ladder and take the title as these two fight on the floor. He's going to do it.
Jacob Ryan's messing around with Aaron Jones. He should be in there trying to get DH and HD off that ladder.
All he has to do is climb the 6 or 7 steps. He's the champion. These two idiots are on the floor.
He's there almost now.
They're not even paying attention to Hollywood.
Now they're casually rolling back in the ring here, finally getting some momentum towards taking out Drew Hood.
He's got it.
Already
He's got
the
it.
belt.
Oh.
Jacob Ryan, though, takes him out at the very last moment.
Giving him a spanking like your grandma did back when it was all right to do it.
Remember those days somewhat terribly, unfortunately, but here we go with Jacob Ryan getting on that ladder now. Aaron Jones going to try and take him out here as well. Big right hand right in the mush there by Aaron Jones.
The champion not going to easily give up his title here tonight.
Smashes him in the side of that steel ladder. My goodness.
Maybe after running his face in that ladder, he might.
He might, for sure. Aaron Jones starting to feel the wear and tear of this matchup. All three of these men showing the wear of having been brutalized by these ladders. Now, what is this?
Some kind of coercion, teamwork between the two?
Some collusion here, as you were trying to say there, Michael, between these two. What have they got planned?
Are you trying to call me dumb?
Oh, just trying to help
Nerd?
out. Well, we do have a Stuart Stockgrass match on the card here tonight.
Focus. This is the Apple City Championship match, and Drew Hood.
How many ladders are there under
Wait
this
a minute,
ring?
Redbeard. That is the ladder that Drew Hood refers to as Lexington Steel.
My God.
We all know where that name came from.
Twisted steel and something or other here for sure. That thing looks like it's been through hell and back. But now, how many ladders are in this matchup, Michael? Is it at least 3? I'd say maybe 3.5 if you count that smaller, stubbier guy.
I don't think it really matters how many ladders. It only takes one to climb up, but it
this
also
here now.
takes going to be thrown onto one to end your night. And the lower back of Aaron Jones could be damaged.
Tossing him onto Lexington Steel, as you were saying there. Both of these men now have formed an alliance, have Drew Hood and Jacob Ryan. Aaron Jones is in a bad way here.
I may have seen a porno with Lexington Steel in there a time or two.
I wouldn't admit to that publicly, but whatever you want to go there.
Whoa!
Look at this now. Look at that.
Flap
Oh,
Jackson
God.
face first onto that ladder does Jacob Ryan.
Flap Jackson right down there on top of that rusty ladder. My God. He might need a tetanus shot for this match.
He's Hollywood. He's a megastar. He's probably had his tetanus shot
I
already.
hope so. For
Unlike
his
a lot of
sake
these
anyway.
people here in Hidden Night, North Carolina.
What are you talking about our fans here, Michael?
They're not a fan of me.
Oh,
They're a fan of this great action that Alexander County Championship Wrestling's putting on here for the last 3 years. That's why this is the biggest show in the company history with one of the biggest crowds in the history of the company.
That's a major accolade to have earned.
And Jacob Ryan is almost there. All he has to do is reach up and grasp it. Oh!
There's
and
that
Drew
that height advantage of Drew Hood coming into play here again. Able to knock Jacob Ryan off. Oh, big chop. There's another one for good measure. taking the leather straight to HD here. Oh, I went for a cutter almost, but there's a...
Ended up on the wrong end of an enziguri from Drew Hood, and now all 3 men are down. The champion is starting to stir around, getting back into the ring. I think this could be his opportunity. If he's smart, he'll climb that ladder and take his title down and walk out of here still Apple City champion.
He had a chance to recover while those other 2 men were beating each other's brains out here. Now, is he going to be able to get up there and get that belt, though, Michael?
He's so close. One more rung and he'll have it.
Oh, but he's got
Now
both of them working together again, dragging Jones off that ladder. Oh, wow.
the champion smartly moving out of the way and going right back to work, going up that ladder to take his title.
Hood and Jacob brained each other there, but here comes Jones back down again. Oh, wow, look at that. Straight kick by Hood, hits Jacob Bryan.
And right back up to the ladder goes the champion.
Third time might be the charm here. Let's see what happens now.
Jacob Bryan takes Drew Hood out with a knee. Now the champion back up. This could be it. We're going to have a winner here.
No, not quite. He's going to try and scurry down that ladder. Oh, wow.
Oh, a low blow delivered
blow.
by Jacob Bryan. Hey,
It's
legal in this match, brother.
It's legal in this match here. Definitely, as you said, Michael, ladder matches, anything goes more or less. Oh, God. Kicks him into the back of the head as he had his head strung on that metal rung of that ladder. Good God. Jacob Bryan using the ladder to brutalize his opponent. Now, what's Drew Hood going to do? Got his ladder there, his best friend, seemingly, Lexington Steel.
And now Jacob Bryan has a ladder of his own. Could they be going
no.
for a ladder? Oh, no.
What?
The champion cannot even stand on his own 2 feet.
Jones seemingly out of this match here now.
Redbeard, now it looks like every man for himself is. They're both going. Looks like they're both trying to go up. Drew definitely is going up.
Trying to bury Jones in those ladders, and now
Jacob
both of
Bryan
them.
better hurry up, or we're going to have a new champion.
Now they're just trying to pop each other off of those. Oh, what is this? Jones up and at him now, forcing those 2 ladders
holy
off.
Christ, both men off the ladders.
My God, Michael, we have such carnage in this match suddenly. Now, what in the world is Jones doing?
I don't know what he's doing, but he should be ascending the ladder right this second to get his title.
Now that ladder they came dangerously close to crashing down the head of Jacob Bryan to that ladder.
He wants to inflict some more punishment on Jacob Bryan because he hates his guts.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
And the ladder has been crushed by the body weight of Jacob Bryan, and the pain is all over the face of Jacob. He has just been laid out. He could be done in this match.
He went crashing through that ladder. My God, Michael. Now we've only got 1 good ladder left, seemingly, in this contest. Unless there's
you were
something else.
complaining earlier about how many ladders we had. Now you're complaining we only have 1 good working ladder.
It's amazing how things can change in the course of a match, but my God, they've used these ladders as weapons continuously here. Now, what's Jones doing? Oh, God, laying the leather to Drew Hood's chest. Oh, good old-fashioned eye poke there, still legal. Now Jones loading up in the corner.
Huge splash.
Big time splash there.
Again, he's taking too much time working over these opponents, and he should just drop them, get up that ladder, and take his title.
Jacob Bryan is effectively out of this matchup here after going through that ladder that now Jones is tossing to the outside, trying to make some room here in the ring.
And you see the title shaking, bouncing up and down. All 3 of these men are fighting for the most prestigious. Oh,
What was
wait
that?
a minute.
What did he have in his hand, Michael?
That's Dwayne The Rock. No affiliation. Hey, no affiliation to Johnson.
Are you kidding
No
me?
affiliation to Johnson. No, I'm not kidding you.
Look at
There is
that.
no affiliation. Dwayne The Rock is no affiliation to Dwayne The Rock
Well,
Johnson.
it's good. We don't have to pay royalties, I guess. But my God, he just bashed him in the head with that solid piece of stone.
Even though Drew Hood is a Hollywood megastar, he probably is best friends with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Could be, but he's holding that left arm as though
He's
he's
about to be the Apple City champion. He's got the title in his grasp.
Look, there's Jacob Bryan, though, back in the matchup. Now pulling Hood off the... Oh, look
Oh,
at that
dear
cutter.
God.
Cutter off the ladder. My God, Michael.
I don't believe it, Redbeard. All 3 men are down again. Jacob Bryan looks like this is his opportunity to get the title.
Such a crazy matchup here to start off this event. This is, as we said, our opening contest in this, the 3rd anniversary event of ACCW. Now, what in the world is Jones doing?
Oh, and now Jacob Bryan is singing hallelujah to his mama.
Got him strung through the rungs of that ladder. Could tear up that knee something terribly, but now Bryan fighting out of it seemingly. Look at this.
Oh, huge spine buster. Now the champion, all he has to do is climb to the top and take the belt.
Get up there, boy. This one's yours.
The one-man riot, the Apple City champion. And he's
There,
got
he's
it.
got it.
And still, Apple City champion, Aaron Jones.
What an amazing contest here. Such brutality on display by all three of these men, Michael.
Man, I don't know how you can follow that up, Redbeard, but later on tonight, we have a great 6-person tag team match coming up later on in the show with 1776 and Casey Fox taking on Mike Levy and the Skinny Dudes with Attitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our second matchup of the evening. Tag team action, as now we have high profile, the combination of Will Demented there in front of you with the black hat and Shay McGrady in the yellow.
Waffle House lovers, if you don't already know, even though I believe I'm more favorable to Huddle House right here.
I'm more of an IHOP man personally, but a nice little order of scattered, covered, and smothered hash browns is not unwelcome occasionally.
But there's nothing like a good old Waffle House meal when you're drunk and it's 2 a.m. in the morning on Sunday.
Exactly. Not saying that's where we came from here a couple hours ago, but
Some
it happens
people might
occasionally.
think that because of the way we sound, but honestly,
I
good God,
don't know what you're talking about.
I've been drinking Mountain Dew. But these two guys here, Willie D and Shay McGrady, a very well-seasoned tag team. They've been all over the Carolinas, all over the East Coast, making a name for themselves. They're going to be tough to beat here tonight on ACCW's 3rd anniversary show.
Definitely a well-oiled machine, these two men. Been working together as a tag team for better than, I'd say, 5 or 6 years here. And as you said, Michael, have made their way up and down the East Coast, but appearing for such promotions as Fist Wrestling, PWX, and a lot of others. So we'll see what they bring here tonight to this matchup.
Really looking forward to seeing these guys in action. They're going to be taking on a young team, the Rhapsody, Kay Omari and Spencer Ash. 2 young kids who are making a name for themselves here in ACCW and looking to prove that they are the better tag team here tonight against a more experienced veteran team of high profile there, Beard.
Definitely a high-energy duo as you see them come storming out of the back here. The Rhapsody, this is one of the first times I've seen these 2 young men in competition. Definitely looking forward, as you said, Michael, to seeing what they bring to this matchup, as we will definitely have a contrast of styles between, as we said, a well-oiled machine in the form of high profile and a couple of youngsters here who are just starting off their careers, trying to make a name for themselves and getting a potential victory over high profile.
And we're hoping that the high profile is not overlooking these 2 young men, thinking that this is going to be an easy victory, something that they should win. They should win this match. They have the experience, but hopefully they're not overlooking these 2 young kids.
That's always the risk here. I have to say that a team like high profile could potentially, as you said, be looking beyond these guys on to whatever comes next for them, but that's where the risk comes in of this tag team scenario.
As they play paper, rock, scissors to see who will start this match, it looks like Willie D is going to be starting this match off. Oh,
Trying to do best 2 out of 3 here, or no, they're just
This is their secret handshake or whatever they call it.
scattered, covered, and smothered possibly. As you see now, though, Willie D going to be the one to start off the match with Spencer Ash here from the Rhapsody.
He calls himself the Human Land Rover from Grover. I don't know what that means, but I've been to Grover, North Carolina right there, and it's a no happening town, nothing happening in there, and that's probably what this kid is too. No good, not happening, nothing. And Willie D is going to show that right now.
Land Rovers are nice, though. I don't know a whole lot about
There's
Grover, North
not
Carolina.
one Land Rover in all of Grover, North Carolina, except for this guy, and that's what he calls himself.
Now he's about to get his arm taken off here by Will Demented.
Are you sure? It looks like he reversed right out of that.
He's going good there for a moment, though. We'll see what Willie D has in store for him. Countering out of that arm bar here. Nice maneuver there to get out of that and back in control.
And right back into control. The experience already showing in the favor of high profile.
As you can see, his tag team partner, Willie D's, that is, out on the outside there. Shay McGrady spent a good deal of last year on the shelf dealing with a broken bone in his leg. Looks to be back to 100% here now. There's Ash delivering a big shoulder tackle to Willie D. Willie D kips up, though, into a hip toss.
And again, who is going to win this match is going to be, could it be the surprise of the Rhapsody or the experience of high profile? The inexperience showing a little bit there. Oh, didn't get that leapfrog all over. Drops him with a kick right to the mush. Spencer Ash is down.
Referee says only a 1 count there, though. As you said, though, Michael, that kick went straight into the mouth of Spencer Ash. He's recovering there now on the mat, trying to get some sense back into his brain here. Might be a good idea to try and tag in Kay Omari here, get him involved in the matchup.
Oh, wow, a good sign of respect and sportsmanship between these two teams. Not something I usually see out of high profile, Redbeard.
I'd just as soon see somebody punch somebody else in the mouth personally, but you know, whatever.
Well, they're not catering to your personal taste here in this match.
Well, you know, sometimes you just got to hit somebody.
Willie D with a side headlock wrenching down on Spencer Ash.
Trying to take his head off here. Bounces him off that ringside rope and now comes crashing in with a little shoulder tackle with his own as Willie D.
Yeah, he's obviously the bigger man of the two. And with that mask, takes him right off his feet. Goes over and under, ducks the back elbow, throws him off the ropes. Oh, a Spencer Ash. Big mighty clothesline there.
Big time clothesline, follows it up with a smashing elbow.
And this young kid is starting to impress me here, Redbeard.
There we go.
Whoa!
Wow.
Huge back body drop that took him off his own feet. Could he be it?
In for the cover.
Only 2. As Willie D kicked out right before the referee hits the mat for 3.
Now here we see our first sign of action from Omari as he is tagging into the matchup here.
He calls himself K. Break yourself, Omari. And he just broke himself with that foot right into the mouth of Willie D.
He's wanting to show some educated feet here as he gets underway in this matchup.
But not enough to get the win.
Not quite yet. You're going to have to do more than that. Oh, look at that. Scurrying across the ring. Tag team awareness trying to get Shay involved. But wow.
Arm drag. Taking Shay right off his feet as soon as he gets into this matchup.
Omari showing what in the world he's made of here as he just took Shay McGrady down.
And Omari looked like to be a little bit impressed with himself, like he couldn't believe he did that.
It seemed to be, but you have to give him credit where credit is due. He knew just what to do in that scenario. Taking one piece at a time here with that arm bar. There's another arm drag there by Shay McGrady. Now back across with that side headlock. Got control on Omari here now.
And again, we're seeing spurts of greatness from this Rhapsody team, but as soon as they do, high profile, the veterans cut them off and take control of the match right away.
Very solid back and forth contest here this so far. Now look at that. Shoulder tackle by Shay McGrady.
You had to have a lot of momentum behind that. K. Omari is definitely the bigger man of the two, but Shay able to take him off his feet. Oh,
look at that.
Spinning back kick right across the face. 1, 2, oh. So close to ending this match was Shay with that back spinning heel kick.
People look at somebody like Shay McGrady and they might not say he's much to look at physically, but the agility that he brings to a matchup makes him very dangerous. Oh, but look at that though.
A meeting of the minds. Drop toe hold right across that knee. And a big boot right to the head of K. Omari.
Seeing some tandem offense here now, but still only a 2 count there was all Willie D was able to get on Omari.
And the teamwork and the experience still shining through here early in this matchup. The crowd really behind both teams, it seems to be, as this match goes along.
As we said, very evenly matched, and as you said, Michael, very even crowd favor here between both of these teams. Hard to say you have both of them being crowd favorites, but it definitely seems to be what's going on here. Omari trying to fight off the offense by Demented. A couple of shots to the gut.
He needs to make a tag. He needs to get out and get his partner in there who's well rested on the apron. He's starting to take a beating. The toll is starting to take its effect here.
Snap suplex over into a cover. Only a 2 count though.
High profile is really putting it to K. Omari here.
Now, Willie D going to bring back Shay McGrady into this matchup. Still got full control of Omari as they whip him into the corner. There comes Shay, smashes him with that forearm. And again, there's a big running kick by Demented. Omari is in a bad way here, going for a cover in the corner.
he cannot make the tag here soon, one of these pin attempts is going to end the match. He has got to get the fresher partner in the ring. He's got to make the tag to Spencer Ash.
Well, you've seen now them begin to display some traditional tag team strategies as they cut off their side of the ring, have high profile, and have really gotten Omari to a point where he can't even get close to his tag team partner as Shay delivers a chop to the chest of Omari. There's two of them.
Yeah, he's doing his best Ric Flair impression right now. And Kay Omari doesn't like that impression.
Then we got a triple stack of waffles coming here. There's that third chop straight to the chest of Omari. Now bringing him back over to tag back in Willie D.
And this is, again, look, the experience of high profile as compared to the quick, rapid tags in and out, keeping the fresher man in as Kay Omari fights to get to his tag team partner as he continues to take the punishment.
Omari looked to have something going there, but he was able to evade a momentary bit of offense there, but he's still in a bad way, eating a forearm from Willie D. Now, oh, there's another chop. The chest of Omari is starting to turn into tenderized meat here as he keeps absorbing all this punishment.
He's gearing up to run across the ring, and oh, Kay Omari up and over.
Now trying to charge in with an elbow of his own.
Rolling out. Big shoulder tackle right into the corner.
Sudden burst of adrenaline maybe, but he needs to get his tag team partner in there.
No, he's going for the cover. Only a 2 count.
Still only a 2, says a referee. Now Omari doesn't know where he is. He's on the wrong side of the ring.
They have cut the ring in half, and again, the experience is playing a huge factor in this matchup here.
Look at that. Turns him inside out. Does Will DeBenz, excuse me.
Dear God, this kid is taking a punishment.
He is for sure taking a beating here. All the while, Spencer on the outside. Spencer Ash just chomping at the bit trying to get some attention and get in this matchup.
His nickname is Break Yourself. Not literally break this kid, but that looks like high profile. Wait a minute, he falls through and makes the tag.
Spencer Ash is in.
The human Land Rover from Grover dropping some elbows. Huge clothesline on the Shay McGrady.
Ducks under into a, oh wow.
Neck breaker right across the knee. 1, 2. Oh, so close.
Had both legs tucked that time, did Ash, showing some veteran instinct there with that cover maneuver. Now both members of high profile are down. Demented on the outside of the ring there, though.
And it looks like the young man's calling that he's going to go up to the top.
He's calling for some high-risk offense here, Michael. Mounting that top rope now.
Taking his time, too much time. Now he's up. He's up in the high rent district.
What is this going to be? Oh, wow.
Shay smartly roll it out of the way.
This with that double stomp.
Set out backdrop. And only a 2 count.
2 count only there.
Now, Redbeard, if this kid was smart, he wouldn't have wasted time going to the top, and maybe he could have ended this matchup.
Spent a lot of time preparing for that one move. You got to think that's going to hurt him here, especially against high profile. Now pushes him in off the ropes, going to shoot him across there. Shay holds on, delivers a kick and another one to the gut. Look at that. Series of kicks. There's one more. That was 4 strokes right there in one maneuver almost. Now Willie D trying to get some momentum from the crowd here as both men are down in the middle of the ring.
And the referee has begun his 10 count. Who's going to get to their partner first?
Both members of these teams diametrically opposed. They're on opposite sides of the ring from where they need to be. Making slow momentum here, but look, there's a pair of tags. Fresh men in the ring now.
Oh, Willie D with a big right hand and now a kick to the midsection.
Running knee. My goodness. Just that roaring kick there. Still only a 2 count though. Very evenly matched contest here as we continue to see these two just beat the tar out of one another.
A lot more even than going into this match than I expected out of these young kids to be able to hang with the veterans and high profile.
Sure.
Kay Omari with a big
that.
kick right to the face, and Willie D goes down.
Initially evaded that knee by Willie D, but came back with a kick of his own. Now going in for the cover. Still only a 2. Willie D able to get the shoulder off the mat. Now these young kids have got to stay in there on them. They can't show signs of frustration if they want to win this matchup.
What is he about to do?
Oh, look at this Willie D fighting out of whatever it was.
Taking his time to set up the maneuver and giving Willie D time to kick him right in the leg, taking him off his feet. And another knee right across the face. Could have given this kid a concussion with that knee.
Oh, look at that. Ash in for the save.
Right at the last second. And he's not the legal man. The referee needs to get him and Shay out of the ring. Neither one of them are legal in this match.
Look at this here now. Tandem offense by High Profile.
If the referee wasn't going to get him out, that sure will. And now Kay Omari left alone to fight on these two men. Uh-oh.
What is this here? Oh, wow. Oh, here it is, Michael. This might be their finishing move. Oh, wow.
Just hit him with the spinal fracture off the top rope. 2, 3, and High Profile gets the win. What a tag team match here, ladies and gentlemen.
Crazy move off the top rope by Willie D to get the win for High Profile.
The veterans get the victory, but Redbeard, the Rhapsody, has earned my respect. Hanging in there with these two top athletes, High Profile.
A couple of young kids definitely on the way to making a name for themselves. As you said, Michael, standing tall here despite losing the match, earning a lot of respect and credo from everybody here in this building.
Well, our cameras just caught up with Cameron Jackson, the #1 contender to the heavyweight championship. Here's what he had to say about his upcoming match.
Oh my God, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Once again, punched in my face, left laying on the mat. Is that my destiny? Is that my destiny? Oh, no, because tonight is still the big stakes. It just makes it that much bigger. It makes it that much more important. As to where before I was determined, I was ready to fight. I was ready to paint up and go to war. I was ready to lace up and do battle. But now, it's a whole different level of mean, a whole different level of intensity, a whole different level of fight. Before I was determined, now I'm ready to die for this shit. Because Johnny, it is I versus you, you versus me, me versus he, and tonight your new champion will be #1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just heard from the #1 contender, #1 Cameron Jackson, as he gets ready to prepare for the biggest match in his career here at ACCW against heavyweight champion Johnny Ryder. But we're going to go down to the ring now. Thomas Extreme is going to be facing Brett West here in one-on-one action. We spoke to Thomas Extreme earlier today. Here is what Thomas had to say about his match tonight.
I get here, I find out I've got Brett West tonight. Once he used to be a cop, and now he's some reformed goody-goody. What I say? Once a bad guy, always a bad guy. Heal life. So tonight, me and Brett West, two bad guys, clash together. But in the end, it's me falling from the heavens. Crash! 1, 2, 3. Thomas Extreme is the winner.
And ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Extreme not happy that he's going to be wrestling Brett West here this evening, but that's what's on the card. ACCW 3rd year anniversary show, Redbeard. This is going to be an interesting matchup of two top guys looking to get their name back into that mix for a title shot at either the Apple City Championship or the Heavyweight Championship, Redbeard.
That's the way things break down sometimes. You got to go where the fight is. Now we see this young man, Brett West, coming to the ringside area. Let's hear what he had to say earlier today before this contest gets underway.
Tonight, February 23rd at ACCW in Hidden Night, it's me versus Thomas Extreme. All I'm doing tonight is proving myself so I can work my way back up into title contention. It's been way too long since I've had gold around my waist. And at the end of the night, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and the local hero, Brett West, will win.
There is this other competitor here in this match, Brett West, is going to be facing off here against Thomas Extreme. Both men, again, looking to gain an opportunity. I'm assuming both men are after that ACCW Heavyweight Championship, but also the Apple City Championship. One of these men could be in line for a title shot with a victory here tonight, Redbeard.
Absolutely. This is how you build your ranks in a promotion like ACCW. You have to fight your way to those championships, Michael. We are not playing checkers here, obviously. We are here to see wrestling, and right now we're going to see a tremendous matchup between two young competitors. I should say one more advanced competitor in the form of Thomas Extreme. Brett West behind him there in a couple of years in terms of experience, but could have some special things in store here for old Thomas as far as this matchup is concerned. Now we see him getting control early on with that armbar.
And you got to consider, getting a victory here on the biggest show in ACCW history has got to put you in line for some type of a championship shot or put you one step closer up that ladder to getting a shot at a championship here. And both of these men looking to give it their all here tonight in this match to take that step forward in their career here in ACCW.
You can see a bit of the lucha stylings of Thomas Extreme there as he evaded that armbar for a moment, now into a side headlock. Folks, ACCW is a promotion where wins and losses matter. So as you see these competitors work their way through the ranks, you're definitely going to see the cream of the crop become contenders for those top titles. Now Thomas Extreme, again, evading that armbar, showing what he can do here. Now going for, oh wow, was going for a bit of a sunset flip pile driver there.
And Brett West has him in a precarious situation.
Oh, God!
Holy Christ, he just dropped him on his neck. That's it. How did Thomas kick out of that?
Landed right on his head and neck. My God, Michael. Now, what has he got in store for him now? Going to bend him over into that, oh, my God. Sort of like an inverted Boston crab here almost.
And Thomas could be out of this matchup early. Brett West laying it on heavy.
Look at
and
this
thick.
here now.
Smacks him in the ribs to get control of his arms. Thomas not giving up that right arm too easy, but now he does.
Look at this. Brett West suddenly just about to take Thomas Extreme apart with these submissions.
Now just putting him in the rocking chair here, dropping him face first. My God.
And now into another submission, almost like a camel clutch here, but my God. Brett West just wearing Thomas Extreme out here early and immediately in this match.
He did not come here to play games tonight. He came here to win this match. And like I said, move up that ladder here in the singles competition in ACCW as Brett West. Thomas looking to be caught off guard in this match early on, not knowing what to expect. And Brett West is laying it on thick.
Sure, he may not have done his research here, but look at that.
Sets him with a cross-leg suplex there. Goes for the cover. This could be, no, just a 2 count. But again, Thomas Extreme taking some severe punishment very early on in this matchup.
Brett West is pressing the fool out of me as he's gotten command of Thomas Extreme. Michael, you and I both have seen Thomas Extreme in a lot of different scenarios. Not accustomed to seeing him.
Raking the eyes. We are accustomed to seeing Thomas Extreme do something like that, though, Redbeard.
We are. I was going to say we're not accustomed to Thomas having to play second fiddle to somebody very often here.
Well, he's not playing second fiddle anymore as he's taking the boots and the fist right to Brett West. I think he's had enough of Brett West for this match.
I'd say he survived that opening salvo, and now Thomas is ready to fight. Throwing him down there with a big-time body slam now across the ring into that leg drop.
And Thomas Extreme is known as the king of cardio, and as you can see, his cardio is in top-notch shape as he continues just to run around this ring.
But Thomas will run circles around almost anybody in this business. As you said, Michael, he is a cardiovascular icon in terms of what he can do. Now look at that. Giving a little bit of comeuppance to West as he cranks back on that neck.
Yes, he prides himself on his cardio and being able to outlast any man inside that square circle, and maybe that's the strategy here in this match tonight. Brett West will get tired early, and Thomas will just take control and get the victory.
Could be, as Brett West definitely has more mass in this contest, so you'd have to think he would be a little bit more prone to being worn down. And he's definitely getting worn down as a result of those right hands. Oh, look at that now. West, oh God, sends him crashing into that middle turnbuckle.
Face first.
After that opening move we saw there, you got to think.
I don't care how good your cardio is. Face first into the turnbuckle is not going to help you win a match.
But look at this here. I'm thinking about that opening move that we saw. Look at that. Brett West continuing to focus his offense on the head and neck.
Super kick right into the face.
Good God.
Thomas Extreme is out. He's out cold.
Only a 2 count, though. Brett West continuing to focus his offense on the head and neck of Thomas Extreme. My Lord, Michael.
Both men not going to give up so easy in this match. Both want the victory. Both want the W here on the 3rd anniversary show of Alexander County Championship Wrestling as Thomas just takes Brett West right off of his feet with an elbow and still only a 2 count.
Thomas Extreme, such an aggressive style that he has here. Even when you think he might be out of it, he seemingly pulls something out of nowhere and now has just mounted
Looks
Brett
like
West.
he has lost his temper. Referee Trayton Bigelow trying to get Thomas Extreme back under control.
The name Extreme definitely fits Thomas, as he is more than willing to take things to that extreme level here.
And I've said this several times before, that if you look at Thomas Extreme, you don't think a great professional wrestler based off his look, but you're judging the book on by its cover. And when you see this guy in the ring, it will immediately impress you.
Absolutely. Now, as you see,
Power bomb!
Impressive power bomb there. My God, Michael.
Brett West with the wit to catch Thomas in midair and drop him with a power bomb, Redbeard.
Just a reaction out of nowhere, as you said, finding himself at an opportune moment there as Thomas Extreme looked to have some other kind of move in mind, but Brett West caught him in that power bomb. My God.
And the referee implementing the 10 count, both men stirring around on the mat, both men back to their feet.
I have to say, in terms of what they've absorbed, Extreme is definitely the worst for wear right now. The bigger man, Brett West, has been delivering some high-potency offense.
Well, they're trading blows now, Redbeard. They're just standing in the pocket, just trading right hands and left forearms. Oh, and
look at that.
Brett West with a kick to the midsection, and now looks to be setting him up for a high-impact maneuver here. Brett West
Package pile. Oh, God.
That's it.
Package pile driver.
People do not kick out from package pile drivers.
Look at this now. 1, 2. Oh, my God.
People do kick out from package pile drivers. Didn't you hear me the first time right there?
I think you lied to everyone, Michael, but my God, Thomas Extreme showing that he has maybe more than 9 lives and just overcoming all of this offense that Brett West has been able to manufacture.
And man, each match in this show just keeps getting better and better and better.
Such a tremendous show here. As we said, once again, this is our 3rd anniversary event, folks, and such a tremendous show of competition here. Look at Thomas Extreme getting out of the way, evading. Oh, God.
A lung blower, one knee lung blower there. Thomas has got to go for the cover here.
Look, Thomas is not one to often make good judgment decisions, you have to say. Is he setting up for something in that corner? Going for maybe some kind of high offensive maneuver here.
What is he about to do?
Got that
Off the
second
middle
rope
rope.
mounted. Oh, wow.
Springboard moonsault. That's got to be it, ladies and gentlemen.
My God.
Thomas just put his own body on the line. 1, 2. Oh, dear
man.
God. Thomas Extreme doesn't know what he's going to have to do to put away Brett West here in this match, Redbeard.
Look at the face of Thomas Extreme there. He doesn't know what to do. He's beside himself here now. Now costing our referee, Trayton Bigelow, is Extreme.
Thomas needs to focus on Brett West and take his hands off the official as Brett West is getting up in the corner. This is a lapse in judgment from Thomas Extreme.
What world does he think? He gave West enough time to recover there.
Up and over, blocks the kick. Big elbow.
Here we go. Thomas Extreme counters out of that suplex maneuver. Up into a fireman's carry. Thomas Extreme fighting him off still, though. Big forearm smash.
And the fast-paced action has not let down in this match at all.
Look at that.
A rolling Death Valley driver there. Knee
Ooh,
right to the
God.
face. 1, 2, 3, and Brett West
Wow.
is your winner.
Brett West, folks, as Michael said, they're moving on up the ranks in ACCW. Such a tremendous contest here. Lots of high-impact maneuvers there by both of these men.
What a match. Both of these guys put on a great performance. Ladies and gentlemen, now, as these guys exit the ring, we are getting ready for that huge 6-person tag team match with Casey Fox in 1776. They're going to be taking on Mike Levy and the Skinny Dudes with Attitude. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is another huge match here on the 3rd anniversary show of ACCW. There you see Mike Levy, the best wrestler in the building, with his manager, Groove, and the Skinny Dudes with Attitude.
You have to say there was an all-star team from ACCW. This might be them here, as you see the combination of Mike Levy and the Skinny Dudes with Attitudes on their way to the ring.
Mike Levy, the former ACCW heavyweight champion, a 13-year veteran. You know, he used to do a lot of these death matches, but he's kind of turned a new leaf over, and he's focused on the in-ring action. Former ACCW heavyweight champion, as I just said, and he's teaming with the Skinny Dudes with Attitude. These guys got great metabolism, Red Beard.
Well, if there was ever truth in advertising, it's between the Skinny Dudes with Attitude, because they are surefire what you see in that name. However, despite the fact that they are Skinny Dudes, they are tremendous athletes. As we said with some of our other competitors here tonight, able to get around the ring in ways that you've not seen many other competitors. So don't sell them short based on the fact that they might be smaller than some other competitors here. Definitely looking forward to this contest and what this 6-person tag team match has in store. And we're saying 6-person for a reason.
That's because Casey Fox, the first female wrestler in the history of Alexander County Championship Wrestling, is competing in this matchup. But as you see there, the love of these three is very, very strong, Redbeard. They're having a huge bromance in the ring right now.
As we said a moment ago, this might be sort of considered an all-star tag team from ACCW, but they definitely are best friends.
Here it comes. Like I said, the first female wrestler in the history of ACCW. She is groundbreaking for this company. She's been putting on great matches since she debuted here, and that is Casey Fox. She is trained out of the Path of Wrestling School, taught by Nick Nitro, who is actually one of her partners in this match, and the man we just saw in the match before, Thomas Extreme.
She's waiting on her tag team partners here, 1776, to join her in this matchup.
Huge fan favorite is Casey. She's captured the hearts of the fans of ACCW, and there you see it, the ACCW Tag Team Champions, 1776. Nick Nitro and Darren Remington.
Showing off the gold as they're on the way to the ring here, folks. Tag team champions here in ACCW are 1776. Going to be a great combination of talent here, I think, between the two of them and Casey Fox. But you have to see what they have in store for Mike Levy and the Skinny Dudes with Attitude. I'm very mixed in terms of who I'm favoring in this match, Mike. Don't know who might be the overall competitor here to be the favorite, because as we said, tag team champions are involved.
Well, we know that these two tag teams are not strangers to each other. The Skinny Dudes have faced off against the champions 1776 numerous times, but the Skinny Dudes have not been able to beat 1776.
Oh, look at this!
Attacking them from behind. What else would you expect, Redbeard, from Skinny Dudes and a bald-headed fat guy?
Well, any source of honor, I guess, is out the window at this point in time.
They have no respect. They will do what they have to do to win this match, even if it's cheating.
As you see, Levy pairing off there with Remington, and also Casey Fox over there in the corner. This matchup has gotten involved hot and heavy here, and has got a meeting of the minds.
Well, they were hugging earlier. They got a second hug, courtesy of 1776 and Casey. And
look at
up
that!
And down over to the floor goes
Good
Levy
night.
and Remington, leaving the other four in the ring. Casey Fox shooting Tyler Aiken off, and he tosses her to the floor, onto the apron there.
Casey almost evaded that offensive maneuver, but now look at this. Gonna come.
Oh,
wow!
Tyler missing and taking the other two men out on the floor. What is Casey doing? She's ascending the turnbuckles.
She's throwing risk to the wind here, folks.
She is not afraid to fly, as you've seen in the past, Redbeard. Here she goes. What's she gonna do? Taking their time. Cross body off the second rope to the floor, taking all three men out.
Crashing into all three competitors out there, and even one of her own teammates, but he looks to be okay. Now, got action in the ring here as Nitro slingshots one of the Skinny Dudes across.
Hits him with a boot. Zach Daniels is getting covered. Only a 2 count.
Now as things start to settle up in this matchup, we've got everyone where they should be.
You know, Ripper, it's surprising that the fans voted as a 2018 ACCW Tag Team of the Year, the Skinny Dudes with Attitude. You would think it would be the popular 1776, but that just goes to show you the Skinny Dudes, were voted the tag team of the year here.
We're still trying to determine if those ballot boxes were stuffed, so we're going to see if that was actually legitimate voting here at some point in time. But as you said, these are
done on electoral college or by popular vote?
I think it was probably an electoral college, but as you said, both of these tag teams are very popular here in ACCW.
Oh, Nick Nitro off the top with an elbow as Remington dropped him with a back body drop, but still only able to get a 2 count on Zach Daniels.
Zach Daniels is a very tall, lanky individual. That gives him a lot of advantages when it comes to being able to get out of pinning combinations because of his advantage in terms of leverage here. But we'll see if he's able to do much with Remington as they're getting him ready to shoot across the ring. Oh, big time. Back body drop almost there into, oh, look at that, senton.
Oh, and then the big man is going to deliver a senton himself.
Ooh, right into the midsection.
And that can't feel good on that skinny frame.
No, for sure. Now Casey Fox getting involved in the matchup as well.
She delivers her own senton, 3 sentons in a row from the team of Casey Fox in 1776, and they seem to be in charge of this matchup after being attacked from behind at the start.
That was a senton cube there.
And if you've never seen 1776, these two guys put on a great match, very, very well versed in double team maneuvers. Oh, as I say that, Zach Daniels reverses his way out and tags in his partner. Wait.
Now Aiken starting to think better of that now when he realizes he's in the ring with both members of 1776.
He just realized he had a man bun and he didn't care if he got his butt.
That's true. Now Casey Fox tagging into what will be an intergender situation here. She's not afraid, though, to get in there with Tyler Aiken.
And these two have actually went one-on-one here in ACCW not that long ago, Redbeard, so they are no strangers to each other in the ring.
Casey's saying she doesn't want to shake hands. She wants to fight.
She's not afraid to get in there and mix it up with the guys, as you can tell. Oh, and Levy, this bully, just comes in from behind and grabs her.
I think there might have been a blind tag there at one point, Michael. Levy, I think, is a legal man.
He is the legal man, but he's bullying this girl. Wait.
She's a legal combatant here, Michael.
She took him off her feet.
She's got to be able to stand in there, Michael. She's just as much a competitor as these other men in here.
Cartwheels right over that.
Look at this, head scissors.
Spinning head scissors and takes Levy right off his feet.
Casey's showing her agility and her ability to get around in this ring. What she got in store for us now. Running across, mounts into the corner. Levy looked as though he was going to deliver a forearm smash, but there's Fox with one of her own.
Oh, Hurricane Rana off the second row. Taking Levy right out of the ring into the floor.
Levy is gone. Now here comes Tyler Aiken in here.
And now he's got a backbone. He's going to be a man now.
I can see his backbone from here.
Through his chest.
I believe so, but here comes Mike Levy just pounding onto Casey Fox. Look at this now, setting up a triple team maneuver almost between the skinny dudes and Levy. Casey is in a bad way here suddenly. But again, isolated in the corner there, can't do anything but absorb this punishment. Look at this now.
Hey, they're the tag team of the year for a reason, and they are starting to show why the fans voted them that way.
Well, they're showing just the sign of assertiveness here and cutting off the ring and really just laying it into Casey Fox.
And you got to think that one of these skinny dudes can pin Nick Nitro or Darian Remington, but maybe they should be in line for another shot at the tag team titles.
As we said, wins and losses matter here, so even in this scenario, you have to say that counts for something. Oh God.
Boots into the midsection and back of Casey Fox. Hey, she can hang in there with the toughest of the men, as she's proven in the past, and she's still trying to hang in here tonight.
She's in a bad way right now, though, Michael. She is clearly cut off into this side of the ring where she doesn't want to be.
And she clearly needs to make a tag to one of the fresher two of 1776 here.
Mike Levy back up into the matchup. As we said, this trio firmly has controls. Levy delivers a body slam there to Fox. Now into a pinning combination. Looked like that might have been a 1 count only, so Fox still got plenty of energy in the tank here. She's reaching desperately for her tag team partners.
She's got her in that rear chin lock, trying to keep her on the mat, but she's able to work up to her feet.
Trying to get out of this thing here now, get some leverage on Levy. Oh, God.
Just grabs her by the hair and takes her back to the mat.
Had a handful of hair for sure. The referee didn't see it, though.
I don't even know if they care if they win this match. They just want to inflict some punishment on Casey Fox in 1776.
You have to say this is definitely a statement opportunity by all three of those men. I'm talking about Levy and the Skinny Dudes, trying to make a statement to the ACCW leadership and say, hey, we need to be in contention for these belts and whatnot. But now Fox fighting off
I don't
the
think he's strong
charge.
enough to get her over. He's going to have to get his partner, his brother in tag team here. Zach Daniels going to go for the suplex.
Look at this here now. Oh, God.
And two skinny dudes equal the strength of one regular man to get the suplex over.
That was a lot of height there on that move. So she came crashing down from way up there. As we've said, Zach Daniels, not a small man. Still got a lot of height to him, just not a whole lot of mass.
And Casey Fox really starting to look worse for the wear here. As this match goes on, she is being sequestered in the corner of the Skinny Dudes and Mike Levy in this match, and it is not looking good for her.
She's been in there for a good 5 minutes there by herself here now.
Just choking her right in front of a referee.
1776 has got to do something to Michael.
Center for a power slam, driving her back first, right in that turnbuckle. Power slamming her right down as Mike Levy goes for the cover.
Here comes Nitro. That's what we said. He's got to do something to get in there and make a difference in this match.
Oh, and just choking her behind the back of the ref as he's being distracted by Remington here.
A lot of moving parts here in what's going on around this ringside area. So many so that this one referee might not be enough to actually keep control of it all. I always think we should have some kind of instant replay occasionally in wrestling, but that'll probably just slow things down.
Oh, dear God, a big boot to the face
That's
of Casey Fox.
That size 15 boot there into the mouth of Casey Fox. My God, Michael.
And Zach Daniels is not playing games with this girl in the ring. He is whooping her like he would any other man in there.
It's like she's a ridden mule here almost. Taking advantage of every opportunity they've had here to just wear and tear her down.
And Levy now putting the boot. They don't even care the referee is right in his face. He does have to the count of 5. But they do not care what they do to this girl, Casey Fox here.
Well, this has gone from making a statement now to almost being a situation where somebody's got to get in there and change things. But she's going to, Michael, I'm almost fearful for.
Wait a minute. She
Look
just
at
hit
this,
him with a
though.
back elbow, now ascending to the second rope.
Look at that.
Delivering a huge move. She's got to make that tag here.
Said I was fearful of her.
Levy's got to cut her off.
Look at that, though.
Not able to make the tag, and she needed that tag. She needed to get out of the ring.
As I said, I was fearful for her well-being here. Now the referee's having to fight off 1776 and keep them in a legal scenario. Meanwhile, Fox continues to absorb all kinds of punishment.
Just grinding that bony arm into the neck of Casey Fox. There's the Skinny Dudes.
Look at that. Stomping her right in the middle of the spine. Aiken, though, still not able to get a pinfall on Casey Fox. Such a resilient fighter is this Casey Fox, but
She's tough as nails, man. Being the first female wrestler in the history of ACCW, she's had to be thrown into the fire with the men. And like you said, she hasn't backed down. She hasn't backed down in this match so far. She's just been taking a butt whooping.
meanwhile, her teammates, 1776, continuing to chomp at the bit, just eager as could be to get in this matchup.
Maybe looking to set her up for a back body drop. Casey
Look at
flips
this.
out.
Casey,
Drop kick to the back. She has got to crawl across the ring and make the tag. The partner's
look at this
coming
here
in.
now.
Action is breaking down. The referee cannot get control.
No tags were made here, so these four men are suddenly just in here whooping each other's tails because they want to.
1776 has had enough. Throws him up, double knee and elbow right to the face. This could be it. Tyler
Look at
Aiken
that.
grabs the referee by the foot, dragging him to the floor.
Look at this here now. Argument between Aiken and the referee, and now 1776 trying to make a difference here
This
as well.
match should be over.
This is just a crazy scenario. Nitro is out on the ringside area. Now Remington and Levy.
Whoa, backdrop driver.
Look at that. And now Fox trying to figure out who she wants to go after.
Wait a minute, Brew. Looks like he just gave some type of a foreign object to Levy.
What? Oh, no.
He just clocked her with something. He just threw it in the crowd. She's out cold. Oh,
Three
dear
off.
God. How
What
did
in
this
the
match
world?
have to end like this?
Well, that just figures that's the kind of character Mike Levy and these two other guys are.
That low-down, dirty bully, Mike Levy and Brew, just hit a girl in the face. What looked to be a chain or some kind of foreign object.
Could have been a chain or maybe brass knuckles or something. It went flying in the direction of somebody in the crowd, though.
And the skinny dudes with attitude and Mike Levy have won this 6-person tag match. And maybe now the skinny dudes with attitude are one step closer to a tag team title shot.
Despite having cheated to win, you still have to give them credit.
Now we're going to take it to the back. We caught up with ACCW heavyweight champion Johnny Ryder to talk about his main event match coming up here shortly against Cameron Jackson.
Cameron Jackson, you bucked the bull for the last time. See, I just knocked you out once again. The first time I wasn't happy about it, but this time you got in my face and you asked for it. I laid you out. And that's the same thing that is going to happen after the bell rings tonight. I'm going to be standing still ACCW champion. And that's what Backwoods is all about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for tag team action. Stuart Snodgrass and Selena Rose are going to be taking on Tommy Django and Mr. Nice Guy Jamal Hewins in an intergender tag team match, Redbeard.
My goodness, such a crazy set of combinations of talent we've had on display in this, our 3rd anniversary event for Alexander County Championship Wrestling. Folks, thank you once again for joining us in this broadcast, and thank you for joining us at our live events as well. If you want to find out more about ACCW, definitely check us out online on social media, Twitter, Facebook. Oh, no.
Poor Stuart.
Stuart Snodgrass, you okay, son?
Is his knees okay?
I think so, but he's got his pocket protector, though. He's okay. As you see there, folks, Stuart Snodgrass.
Always carry protection.
That's right.
Always.
Especially when you're going to be getting into a professional wrestling match. Yeah. But as you see here, this tag team match is going to be involving a team of Stuart Snodgrass and Selena Rose.
It's the first time pairing of these two, but they seem to be on the same page as Selena has the same glasses on as Stuart does.
Would you say this is maybe a combination of beauty and brains here, Michael, in this tag team?
More like boobs and biology.
Okay. We'll take that one then. Now you see their tag team competition in this matchup. Mr. Nice Guy Jamal Hewins there and Tommy Django.
You gotta be happy if you're wearing that on your outfit.
Sure.
He definitely wants to turn anybody that's got a frown, he wants to turn it upside down into a smile. But his partner, on the other hand, he's a 6'7" giant, you know.
Really?
At least he claims to be.
Well, I'm in the area of 6 foot something myself. I don't know that he's quite there, seeing as how he's shorter than his tag team partner. We'll let him believe what he wants to.
I'm looking at the sheet here, Kurt. He's billed at 6'7".
Well, and there were 90,000 people at WrestleMania last year as well. So.
There wasn't?
I heard there was, but that remains to be seen. And also remains to be seen whether or not he's going to live up to that 6'7" measurement here, but by any means necessary.
We talk about this other show or some other show. This is the ACCW 3rd anniversary show, the biggest show in company history. And this match, this intergender tag team match, is going to look to continue the streak of amazing matches we've had here tonight, Redbeard.
Such a great combination of talent on display here in ACCW. This is a great example of why you don't see just one style of wrestling at a show like ACCW. Great to see the things that our ownership and leadership have put together for this show and for all of our ACCW live events.
You got to wonder how Mr. Nice Guy and Tommy Django are going to work together. He looks to be one of these people that has a frown in the eyes of Mr. Nice Guy. Is he going to be able to turn that frown upside down and then work together?
We'll see what he can do there. I would say between the two of them, maybe they'll equal each other out here. Now we have Stuart getting limber in the corner here, ready to go into this contest as he's going to lead things off for his team.
It's very surprising to see Stuart with a woman. I don't know if he's actually ever been out on a date.
Oh, this could qualify as a date technically. This is an evening of competition here. And now Stuart delivering the business to Tommy Django.
This isn't a talk show. This isn't the DH and HD show. This is a wrestling match. We're going to see some action here as they lock up and Stuart grabbing that side headlock and taking control early on here.
All right, Stewart's got him now, as he would like to say. Tommy shoots him across. Back into that side headlock, though.
His calculations must have been accurate if he was able to go right back into control with the side headlock, Redbeard.
As Stewart would say, he likes to study and research and study all of his opponents. So we'll see if he's done that enough to overcome what Tommy is bringing to this matchup here. As he goes right back into that side headlock.
He needs to watch his back. He's very close to the other corner, taking him over with a headlock takeover and just squeezing the noggin. Oh, able to reverse right out of that is Django.
You know, Michael, you and I have had the pleasure of seeing Stuart Snodgrass develop here over the past couple of years into the competitor that he is currently. People will be very quick to dismiss him as a professional wrestler, but we've seen over and over again that he is able to overcome a lot of things in terms of being thought of as not that great of a wrestler.
But he's still a nerd, Redbeard.
Hey, that is no reason to discredit him. He's spent a lot of time studying and developing himself into the professional wrestler he is. And now backing into the corner here, we're going to see Selena Rose into this matchup here for the first time.
Not afraid to mix it up with the men. That seems to be a theme here with the women of ACCW. Not afraid to get in here and tangle with the men on the roster here. And Selena is not afraid to get in here and go one-on-one with Tommy Django here. Oh,
look at that. Head scissors takes him down.
And the fans are clearly behind the team of Stewart and Selena.
Continuing to work over that arm here. We might have the opportunity at some point in time for Django to get Jamal Hewins into this matchup if he has any sense of surviving this thing at all. Now Stewart's back in. They're showing signs of being a very well-oiled tag team here, Mike.
Very quick tags in and out, keeping the momentum on their side. Stewart obviously the more experienced of the two.
Now what Stewart got in mind here?
I think he's going to cannonball him right into the corner, manhandling this guy.
Slingshots him right into that top turnbuckle, flops him down.
Vintage Stuart Snodgrass on display here. Oh, boom.
Boxes those ears.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see the look on the face of Tommy Django. He didn't like that.
Tommy does not know what to do with himself at this point in time. Now what Stewart got in mind?
They're calling for one more.
Oh, wow.
Boxes the ears again, and look at that face.
Totally destroys your equilibrium there by taking out the inner ear. Does those moves that Stewart's so fond of using there. Now Stewart building up some momentum, jacking up that underwear.
Three-stooging it up.
There we go, big time elbow into the corner.
Snap marries him out of the corner, and Redbeard, you know what he's about to try to pop him.
We're gonna go with a pop quiz.
And that could be it right there. This match could end very, very quickly.
Only a 2 count though.
And the referee's calculations were.
I think that was probably a 2 9/10 there.
Well, either way, it didn't work that time. Stewart back to action here. Going to take him up for a suplex. No, his back. He just pulled his back muscle.
Oh no, Stewart suddenly absorbing a lot of impact on that lower back.
Trying to suplex the giant known as Tommy Django. Stewart pulled his back, and that's not good for this match here.
Did he suddenly adapt the mass of a 6'7" individual, as you were saying, Michael?
I believe he's on record as being just about as big as Andre the Giant almost.
My goodness, but now Hewins is in this matchup here.
I thought he was a nice guy. He looks to be pretty nasty here.
He still wants to win a wrestling match, apparently.
Well, nice guys can win wrestling matches.
But now just laying into that lower back, suddenly identifying a target on Stuart Snodgrass, going into a modified camel clutch here.
The man with smiley face emojis all over his gear.
Trying to blow a kiss to Selena Rose and show her what he's thinking about, maybe, in the world now.
And smartly going to the work on the lower back of Snodgrass is the team of Tommy Django and Mr. Nice Guy. Look, they're distracting the referee. Just choking Stewart in the corner.
Once again,
getting and a shot right to that lower back.
Oh, gosh.
It looks like the condition of Stewart's back is going to be the story of this match here, Redbeard.
Continues to deteriorate and showing those pains that he's enduring right now.
If they continue to target that region, that area, Stewart may be done for.
What have they got in store for him now? Look at that. Puts a knee. Oh, no.
And that lower back has a huge bullseye on it, and they keep going right after it. Smart on their part. For a first-time tag team, they look to be also working like a very well-oiled machine, Redbeard.
Coming together here on the fly seemingly are these two. Now look at that. Pulled off the name tag of Stuart Snodgrass.
And there it lay.
Oh, no.
Rest in peace. Kumbaya.
There's some things you can do in a wrestling match and just lose all respect for me, and that's one of them there, is to take advantage of a helpless little name tag.
A nerd?
That too. Those nerds have to stick together. We're not that.
Look at the strength of Mr. Nice Guy just picking up the massive Snodgrass and slamming him
Like he
right to the mat.
Like he was a small child there seemingly, but only a 2 count though on that pinning attempt.
And again, going for it. Maybe he did calculations, and they were obviously inaccurate as
Didn't
well.
apply proper leverage there, obviously. Hewins, though, still in command of this matchup. Selena Rose trying to get in there to help her tag team partner, but Hewins just cutting him off.
And again, right to that back, right to that bullseye, right to the target does Jamal Hewins go. Snodgrass definitely needing to make the tag to Selena Rose and getting her back into the ring.
Continuing just to abuse that back, though, is this tag team with Hewins and Django. I'm telling you, those smiley emojis were a farce, Michael. This man is not a nice guy.
You're defamating this man's character. He calls himself a nice guy. He is a nice guy.
I'm saying
he's just trying to, like you said, he's just trying to win a wrestling match.
He's
trying to win.
Don't make fun of my accent, Michael. He's trying to win a wrestling match for sure, but he's baited everybody into believing what his character is, when in reality, he's just one of these guys out here trying to beat the tar out of Stewart.
Uh-oh, the Giant is tuning up the band.
Oh, God.
Kicked him right in the spine, right into the lower back.
Into the lumbar area.
Snodgrass is done.
Stewart, as you said, Michael, is in a terrible way right now. Just collapsing into the corner. Now look at that. Django is putting a boot right into the mouth.
He needs to be focused on Snodgrass and not the girl in the corner.
There you see it, though, as he puts a knee into that lower back once again. Standing on the... Oh, no. Oh, God.
All the body weight of that Giant in the lower back of Snodgrass.
Let's see if that... I think he might be about 180 pounds soaking wet, but we'll see if he measures up to that 6'7" here at some point in time. Still, though, these two men are definitely in control of this matchup, as Selena Rose cannot get into this matchup at all so long as they're continuing to cut off her from their tag team partner.
They're leaving her in the corner like that wore-out beanbag you had back in high school, Redbeard.
I don't know how in the world you knew so much about my early childhood, Mike.
And now, just with that rear chin lock, just putting all that knee into the back of Snodgrass and pulling back on that chin, this move is a lot more painful than people realize, Redbeard.
Look at the leverage that Hewins has on Stuart Snodgrass there. Stewart, though, still able to fight out of it. Oh, jawbreaker. Now Hewins is in a bad way. But Stewart's still got to find a way to scratch and claw across the ring.
Wait a minute. Django grabbing the foot, referee catching him there.
Referee Trent Bigelow.
Giving time for Mr. Nice Guy to cut the ring off again. And back in comes the secret weapon, the 6'7" Tommy Django.
If he's 6'7",
he's about 280 pounds, Redbeard.
If he's 6'7",
he's about 280 pounds if he's 6'7".
If he's 6'7", 280, I'm 5'2" and 125 pounds.
No one will ever believe that. No one will ever believe what you just said about yourself, but everyone believes and knows that the secret weapon is 6'7" and 280 pounds.
But if he mutates,
and back in comes Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, no mutating here. This isn't the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is professional wrestling. This is real. Uh-oh, the referee is
what in the world?
He's in a bad way here.
Hewins now. What in the world are you doing, Hewins?
The fans are wanting the referee to get his butt whooped, but while the referee is being distracted, Stewart is taking some more punishment in the corner.
What is the referee? Referee's over here high-fiving people. Meanwhile, Stewart is over there getting his you-know-what handed to him.
He's being kneed right into the ribs. Nothing nice about that, Redbeard.
Stewart is such a trooper in terms of being able to absorb all this punishment, but now he's got to find a way to get Rose in this matchup. There's no way, shape, or form he's going to be able to contend for much longer after absorbing all this punishment. Of course, I say that, but look at that leapfrog attempt. barely able to get across him, but still able to get
Hits
back.
him with a Russian leg sweep.
Still able to get back in that matchup, though.
But after executing that move, he landed flat right on that injured back of his. And Stewart has sent some severe pain. He's
Sure
got to
did.
make the
Look at
tag
that.
right now.
Barely able to move his Snodgrass. Hewins, you have to think, has still got some energy in there.
He does
Stewart,
not look like he's very nice right now. He looks dazed and confused enough to make the tag, though.
Here comes Stewart. Stewart got the tag to Rose. Now look at that. That 6'7" guy just fell down. Did you see that, Michael?
Yeah.
Now Hewins did as well.
Most people fall down when they get hit with a clothesline,
Oh,
even
that-
if you are a
It's
giant.
a big boot there. A series of them from Rose. Ducks under that attempt by Kajango.
Cross body block from Selena Rose, and the momentum of this match has clearly shifted. Oh, what's she doing? She's going up to the middle rope.
High risk
Oh,
offense
going
here.
up to
She
the
goes
top
to the
almost.
top.
Coming
Oh,
off
wow.
dropping him face first into the mat. 1, 2, 3, and the giant
Wow.
has just been pinned by Selena Rose. Boobs and Biology have won this match, Redbeard.
That may be the
That's
greatest.
the name of the team.
That may be the greatest
That's
tag
the
team.
name of the team.
Tag team name I've ever heard.
And
But-
Stewart and Selena Rose are victorious in this, their first time teaming together.
But look at this here now as they go to celebrate. Stewart still feeling the effects of all that offense. As we'll go ahead and say, Boobs and Biology are your winners here in this tag team
I
contest.
can see it now. T-shirts everywhere, Redbeard.
Oh, God.
Wow, what a great intergender tag team match. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready, it is now time for the biggest match in ACCW history.
Your main event, folks, is on the way. Our championship matchup here, as we said, for the ACCW heavyweight title. Johnny Ryder versus Cameron Jackson.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your main event, the match that everybody's been waiting for. And here he comes, the number one contender, Cameron Jackson, CJE. Cameron Jackson Entertainment, one of the most popular, if not, if you ask Johnny Ryder, he's not the most popular, but the fans seem to believe Cameron Jackson is their guy. He is the most popular, one of the most, I say he's one of the most, because I think him and Johnny are neck and neck in terms of popularity here. But tonight, there can only be one man, one person will walk out of the ring with the ACCW Heavyweight Championship tonight, Redbeard.
But you see the level of adulation that he's receiving from our fans here around the ringside area. Definitely, as you said, a popular competitor here in ACCW. We'll see if he's able to overcome the hard challenge of Johnny Ryder, who definitely wants to get in here and continue to defend the ACCW Heavyweight Championship.
And you can just sense it in the crowd. You can sense it in the atmosphere. This is a big match feel to it. The fans, yourself and I have been waiting on this main event here tonight.
Everyone in the building has been clamoring for this matchup here ever since we saw that opening segment where these two men went hard and fast at each other. Now they're going to have a chance to fight over the biggest prize in ACCW.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, backwoods, Johnny Ryder, the ACCW heavyweight champion, the only man in company history to hold that title 2 times. He's coming to the ring to defend it, maybe for the last time, Redbeard, or maybe it's just another one in the notch.
Could be. We'll have to wait and see here what will unfold as this matchup becomes a reality. I have to say it's sort of a dream matchup, Michael, between these two competitors.
The two biggest names in ACCW are about to lock horns for the most prestigious title in the company history. It's a battle that the fans, they don't know who to cheer for. They both are loved so much by the fans that whoever walks out, they're going to love.
Even more potentially. Now you see Ryder hoisting that championship title above his head there. That big gold as it relates to ACCW. Potentially handing it over though for the final time. The referee shows it off to the fans in attendance here.
Whoa,
Look at that.
And he thinks he's the champion now.
Jackson
Perhaps playing a little bit of mind games with Johnny Ryder as Cam Jackson.
might not want to put the cart in front of the horse here. There's still a fight to behold here, folks.
And these two guys used to be friends, Redbeard. They used to be very, very tight with one another until Cameron became the number one contender for the title. And just last month, they were in tag team action against the ACCW champions, 1776. And at the end of that match, Johnny laid Cameron out in the middle of the ring like he did earlier in the show. Can we expect the same result here
look at
at
this
this
here now.
match, at the end of this match? And this match is starting off hot and heavy. Both men trading fists.
Started off with a good old-fashioned hockey fight, and now we're going at it again here. My God.
Cameron Jackson almost hit the Afro shock early in this match. That could have ended it.
Johnny Ryder back at it. Oh, wow. Missed wildly with that right hand, but now just swatting at him is Jackson. My goodness. These two know each other so well that this might be a chess match here at some point in time, but right now we just got a good old-fashioned fight.
Just delivering right hands into the corner. The referee trying to get Cameron Jackson under control, but the emotion of this match is taking over, and Cam is on fire right now.
Oh, God.
And the fire has just been put out with that clothesline from Johnny Ryder. This could be it.
Clotheslined him out of his boots there, didn't
He has one punch knockout power, as we saw earlier in the show. Johnny Ryder can put you out at any second if he hits you at the right spot.
Such impact from Ryder. My goodness, Michael, I felt that from our broadcast position here. Look at that now.
He just hit him with a drop kick. Didn't get all that, but enough to take him off his feet.
It's enough to send Ryder down to the mat here now and give Jackson an opportunity to get in here with some offense of his own. Now cranking back on the neck and delivering a couple of shots across the bridge of the nose.
And the emotions of both men getting the better of him here as one gets control and the emotions get a little bit in the way, and then just bam, Johnny Ryder took him off his feet. Back and forth action here early on in this match.
As you said, going back and forth here, both of these men very evenly matched, as we said as well. They know each other. They know their tendencies.
This has become personal. I don't expect to see a lot of wrestling moves. I just expect to see a good old-fashioned brawl. Both men want that championship. Johnny Ryder does not want to let it go. Cam Jackson wants to hoist it for the first time, but that move could put the match over.
2 count only, says a referee.
And it looks like Johnny Ryder might be frustrated early on in this match. Not sure what he might have to do to win.
After delivering that big-time offensive flurry he had to start off the matchup, you have to say he might be wondering, what in the world have I got to do to take out this man?
Just clamping on that rear chin lock is Johnny Ryder. Just pushing back on the neck with his knee into the spine of Cameron Jackson. Wearing down number 1. And the fans getting behind Cam Jackson here. He's feeling the momentum. He's got to get back to his feet.
Look at this, Jackson able to get back up to a vertical base here. Get out of that predicament that he was in there for a moment and deliver a big forearm to the back of Johnny Ryder. Oh, big time knee there. Sends Ryder crashing down to the mat.
And that'll take the wind right out of your sails very, very quickly. And now delivering an elbow drop is Cameron Jackson. And a leg drop.
Series of big time
He's
offenses
calling up.
from
He's going.
Jackson.
Is he going up? He's got one more left in him. What's he going to do? Big splash. 3 consecutive maneuvers. Only good enough to get the 2 count, Redbeard.
Into a cover, but my goodness. Jackson is firmly in control here now. Ryder absorbing, I should say, those kicks to the chest. He's going to lose his wind here quickly.
Trying to get the fans and the momentum back into his favor is Cameron Jackson.
Jackson loading up a boot.
Oh, dear God. Holy Christ.
Wow, such an impact there with that kick. And our ringside camera crew there to catch it all. My goodness. Jackson is showing some big-time offense here.
I could put this match away right there. Kicked him right in the face, took his head off, and just planted it right back into the mat. Only a 2 count.
Ryder, such a resilient fighter. Amazing that he's able to absorb all that he's taken so far and still come back from that.
And now you can see the signs of frustration on the face of Cameron Jackson. But he looks like he's going up to the top rope here.
That's a big-time risk there, Michael.
We know he can fly. We've seen him fly in the past. If he hits you with that black toad splash, it's usually over.
He's giving Ryder a lot of time to recover here, though.
He's calling for it right now. Whoa, he smartly saw Ryder move and lands on his feet. But taking off with that back elbow. Taken right off of his feet, Redbeard.
My God. Such mass does Ryder have that anytime he comes running at you, you best get out of the way if you can, because he's going to take your head off every time otherwise.
And now he's got that leg. Oh!
Oh, no.
Dropping that Achilles right into the mat and the knee. You can see Cameron Jackson grabbing the back of his leg.
Let's separate that joint here with this series of...
Oh, Johnny Ryder mocking Cameron Jackson.
Look at that.
As he does it again.
With this series of maneuvers here aimed at that left knee. My God. Taking apart Cam Jackson here right as a...
Johnny Ryder will do whatever it takes to keep that championship around his waist.
He's going to deliver a third here, or is he going to be thinking of something else possibly?
Wait a minute.
Oh, look at that now.
Oh, he just gave him a stunner to the leg of Cameron Jackson. That's something that Cam Jackson does on quite the regular. Taking the move right from him, but not enough to put him away, Redbeard.
Innovative piece of offense there, you have to say, in terms of joint manipulation. My goodness.
Only a 2 count.
I bet that knee would have succumbed to a 3 count, though, if you tried to pin it, though. My goodness.
Another big shot. Again, you know, Johnny Ryder has that knockout power. If he hits you just right with one punch, one forearm, that could end it for your night.
Jackson able to whip right across the ring there, though.
Up and over, but an elbow takes him right off the apron.
Wow.
And Johnny Ryder smartly trying to gather the wits back for him, but Cameron Jackson's doing a tomahawk chop. He said he might be going over the top. He likes to fly. Cameron Jackson
Here he comes.
up and over
Oh, God.
with a suicide dive over the top rope, taking Johnny Ryder out.
What an amazing camera view there of that offensive maneuver by Cam Jackson. My God, Michael.
Both of these men are willing to put their bodies on the line for the ACCW Heavyweight Championship here tonight.
As we've said, this is our 3rd anniversary event. These two men definitely making one for the ages here as they deliver such tremendous offensive maneuvers as those you've just seen. 2 count only, though.
It's the biggest show in ACCW history, the biggest stage for the ACCW wrestlers. They're putting it all on the line for the biggest prize here tonight, Redbeard. I don't know who is going to walk out of here with that championship, but one of these men certainly will here tonight.
It's been an amazing battle thus far. Very impressive showing by both of these men, showing just how valuable also they are treating that ACCW Heavyweight Championship belt.
It's truly been a chess game between these two.
Now, who's going to get an advantage in this scenario here? Jackson looking like he's going to be targeting Ryder, but Ryder, meantime, delivers a right hand of his own. These two men just going to stand in there and trade blows once again, as they are not afraid to back down from one another.
You can see the effects of those right hands. Cameron Jackson hitting that hard head of Johnny Ryder, starting to feel that in his oh, whoa!
Wow. Look at the agility of Johnny Ryder.
Kicked him right in the back of the neck. This could be it. Only a 2 count.
Still only at 2, though. My God.
And Johnny Ryder does not know what he's going to have to pull out of his bag of tricks to put Cameron Jackson away.
Still amazed by that agility that Ryder showed there a moment ago with that kick to the back of the head of Cam Jackson. Now look at this, continuing to work over the head and neck of Jackson as Ryder.
Punching into that rear chin lock again for the 2nd time in this match. And again, I say it all the time, this move puts a lot of pressure on that neck and your spinal cord.
People don't realize how these moves affect these competitors sometimes. But look, Jackson, he's on his way out, Michael.
He could be. He got knocked out earlier in the show. Could that be playing a factor in this match, Redbeard?
He's almost on Dream Street here now, but look at that, though. He's able to fight out of it.
He's not going to give up that easy in the biggest match of his career here in ACCW so far.
Putting a series of elbows into the gut of Ryder. Oh, going in for a hard charge, but oh God, Ryder puts him back down hard.
Still only a 2 count, Redbeard. Look at the face of Johnny Ryder. He is frustrated. He can't believe Cam Jackson continues to kick out of everything he puts him through.
Ryder is beside himself. Meanwhile, Jackson is fighting off everything he possibly can here. My God, Michael, such a hard-hitting contest between these two men.
They're putting it all on the line here tonight.
Oh, wow.
And Cameron Jackson could be done now. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, no,
look at
referee
that.
pointing to the ropes. Look at that. Cameron Jackson smartly knowing where he is in the ring at all times, Redbeard.
Amazing ring awareness by a, let's say, young yet still veteran competitor in the form of Cameron Jackson.
Johnny Ryder is in the corner. He's loading up that one big shot that could put Cam Jackson out. That's all it takes from Johnny Ryder. He's gearing up for it, Redbeard.
He's got it charged up there. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God.
And the referee just hit his face off the top rope as he went down.
The referee is done.
Oh, Afro shock. He just hit him with the Afro shock. That could be it, Redbeard, but the referee is down.
The referee may be, he could be concussed severely.
We could count to 10 here, but the referee is out, Redbeard.
Count to 30, Michael. My God, after that shot.
We should have a new ACCW heavyweight champion right now.
But the referee is gone. He is done for.
And when we said that knockout power, instead of being hit, Cam Jackson, the referee took that blow. He is done.
My gosh.
Trayton Bigelow is out.
Now you see Jackson trying to revive Bigelow to no avail. Jackson knows he should be the heavyweight champion now. But now Ryder coming back in, he's going to continue fighting regardless of whether or not there's a referee or not here. Looks like Jackson's going to still have to fight him off as he sends Ryder up and over.
Blocks the elbow. Oh, there's a huge shot.
Big forearm shiver.
Oh, dear God. He's going to the top. That's not something I'd expect out of Johnny Ryder.
Big man.
Huge clothesline. Taking Cameron Jackson out. But again, the referee is not here.
Nowhere to be found.
He's out cold.
Trayton Bigelow somewhere around ringside trying to get his wits about him.
All three men in this are on the canvas.
There's no one to even do a 10 count at this point in time. My gosh, Michael.
Johnny Ryder crawling.
Oh, look at Ryder. Look, oh, there's signs of life from Bigelow. Look.
He's a two-time heavyweight champion for a reason.
2.
Oh,
Jackson.
At the last second, number 1 kicking out before number 3.
My God, what a crazy scenario here. Trayton Bigelow, to his credit, still active and able to get up after that hard shot.
And Johnny Ryder, first one up to his feet. He's got to put Cam Jackson away right here, right now, or he's going to. Whoa, he just pulled him down. He's got him in a triangle choke, Redbeard.
Look at this.
If Cam Jackson can get that right ankle underneath his left knee, he's going to put Johnny Ryder out of this.
He's got to get it cinched in here.
He's got it on, but he doesn't have it fully locked in just yet. And that triangle choke will put you to sleep quickly, Redbeard, but he doesn't have the full effect just yet.
Look, Ryder's losing it, though. Ryder's almost out. Look at that.
He might have it good enough. Referee still not able to check.
Referee's
still feeling the effects of that punch.
He's not quite aware of where he is. Look at that, though.
Checking the arm. 1. He's checking the arm. We've got a 1.
2.
He might have choked him out here. No!
Oh, my goodness.
It's barely hanging on. You can't hardly. There it is. Johnny Ryder is not out of it just yet,
A single finger kept him out of the predicament there of being out of this match. Look at this here now. Ryder, by God, the strength. Picking him up into a buckle bomb. Oh, my gosh. Now loading up that fist once again.
If he connects here, this match is over. Oh, no.
Jackson ducks out of it.
Here he goes. He's going to hit him. Afro shock.
Oh, wow.
Johnny Ryder's out of it. Cam's calling for, he's going up to the top. He wants to put the exclamation point on this match, I think, Redbeard.
Everybody in this matchup here looks like they've been rode hard and put up wet, including the referee. My goodness, such a crazy matchup here.
He's wasting too much time, Redbeard. He's taking too much time. He should have went for the cover.
He's trying to put an exclamation point on this matchup here.
He's going for that black toad splash. If he connects, it could be over.
Look at this coming down.
Oh,
God. Get in there, ref.
2, 3, Redbeard, we have a new ACCW heavyweight champion.
I am losing my voice over this contest, folks. My God, a new heavyweight champion.
What a main event, ladies and gentlemen, here at the ACCW 3rd anniversary show. Number 1 can now claim he is number 1 in ACCW, Redbeard.
He is now the man, as Johnny Ryder has been. Look at this now. Ryder not content to give away that belt just yet.
He don't want to hand it over. He's been the champion for a long time here, but he has been beaten by the better man here tonight. Oh, look at this. He's extending his hand, Redbeard.
Look at this show of respect between these two amazing combatants.
What a
Look
show
at
of
that.
respect. A passing of the torch, a passing of the title here in ACCW as Johnny Ryder is handing over the title
Look at that.
to Cameron Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
Two amazing athletes who have given their all here tonight. But folks, Cameron Jackson had him by just a little bit more here on this night, as he is your new ACCW heavyweight champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here for our 3rd anniversary show, our biggest show in ACCW history. We hope you had a good time. We hope you'll see you soon. We hope you join us at one of our live shows. Redbeard, it's been a great night of action. What a night.
Yes, sir. We'll see you soon, folks.